Hi, it's Walter Burns from Keller Williams City Life Realty and livingonthehudson.com for this week's Living on the Hudson weekly recap. Jumping right into the Hudson County Multiple Listing Service, in the past week, there have been 84 properties that have offers accepted on them. These are properties that have gone under contract. Last week, there was 109, so we are down from last week. This week leading into 4th of July, the 4th of July week, which will basically start from yesterday, the previous weekend, all the way through 4th of July weekend, and probably into early July, like around July 7th, 8th, is one of the slowest periods for real estate throughout the year. I would say that week, and along with Christmas week, we usually see obviously less activity around the holidays, but this holiday, 4th of July, where a lot of people go on vacation, sees less activity. So this is not abnormal. Right now, 84 properties under contract in the past week, 109 last week. These properties had an average list price of $770,000. Median list price was just about $675,000. Last week it was $749 for the average and $695,000 for the median. Days in the market, 31 days in the market average for these properties. Median days was 19. Last week it was 35 for the average and 17 for the median, so about the same. Looking through the list, a couple places that stood out to me. Up in Guttenberg at the Galaxy Towers, there were 2 units that went under contract there recently. A 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath in Tower 2, 7002 Boulevard East, Unit 17H. This was 988 square feet, listed for $289,000. Galaxy Towers is 3 separate towers. They are all connected, built between 1976 and 1980 in Guttenberg. You have studio layouts, 1, 2, 3, and there is even, I believe, some 4 and 5 bedroom layouts. Several people have combined homes there. So it's over 1,000 units in the community. Basically, it's the largest taxpayer for the town of Guttenberg. And here you have a 1-bedroom renovated that has gone under contract. There's another unit, which is also a 1-bedroom in same building, Tower 2, 7002 Boulevard East, 4D. So this is a low floor unit, 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath, 970 square feet, listed for $359. So here you can see the Galaxy. Here you have towers 1, 2, and 3 back here. And the Galaxy is basically on 70th Street and Boulevard East. Each tower has its own concierge. Many of the units offer views of New York City. The way the building was built, the tower itself is very angular, so it provides many units to have some sort of view of New York. And it looks like this particular property had more of a direct view of New York City. And that has gone under contract at the Galaxy Towers. That was on the market for 16 days. So that one went rather quickly. Up in Hoboken, you have a 1-bedroom, 1-bath at 1400 Hudson Street, Unit 724. List price was $725,000, on the market for 5 days. So this is one of the Toll Brothers properties built around, I'd say about 7-8 years ago now, on the corner of 15th and Hudson Street, across the street from the Hudson T building. It's a concierge building. It has a indoor fitness center, residence lounge. It also has a pool. And this is the residence lounge. Elevator building, concierge building. It does have shuttle to and from the path. And this is the common courtyard that is on the building. The building also has a roof deck as well, which is right here, and the outdoor pool. And I don't have interior photos of the unit except for the one shot here. This looks like it faced east. This building right here across the street is 1425 Hudson Street, which is the newest of the buildings in that neighborhood. And this is listed for $725,000, on the market for less than a week over at 1400 Hudson. Across the street from 1400 Hudson, you have 1500 Hudson Street, which is the Hudson T building. This is a 2-bed, 2-bath, direct east-facing unit, Unit 7H, listed for $1,600,000 on the market for 11 days. And it looks like this also came with parking. And this is a direct east-facing unit at the Hudson T building, looking towards Midtown Manhattan. Hudson Tea Building was built originally the Lipton Tea Factory, converted into residential rental apartments in the late 90s, early 2000s. Around 2004, the building was bought by Toll Brothers. And then like between 2004 to 2008, 9, they did the condo conversion there where they converted the rentals to condominiums. This is an original unit as far as flooring goes. So this is the original flooring unit. Also, many owners have painted this the red window frames white, so it blends right in. But again, some of the units are fully updated. This one does not look like it has been. You have 13-foot ceilings here. Looks like the flooring was updated in the bedroom. And this is an original kitchen. So here you have original kitchen and mostly original flooring in the unit. So more than likely, whoever's buying this unit is going to renovate. But this is under contract, listed for $1,600,000 at the Hudson T Building, 1500 Hudson Street, 7H. Moving into downtown Jersey City, you had here, let's see, 77 Hudson Street, unit 3210. It's a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,072 square foot unit on the 32nd floor, listed for $1,190,000. Also came with parking for 1 car. This unit is on the southwest corner of 77 Hudson Street. I have sold several units in this line. So it faces south. It has a partial view of Liberty State Park. As you can see, peeking through the corner here on the left side, there's a new building going up, and that is 55 Hudson Street. Don't have a name for that building yet, but that is, my understanding, going to be a residential rental tower that is going to be in the built just south of this building. Goldman Sachs own the parking lots. I think they sold the lots to a developer from New York who's building rentals. So, but that's right next door. So prior to when this that building was built, this unit probably had more views of like New York Harbor, Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island. But everyone who's bought here, it's always been disclosed that those lots had future development associated with them. And it looks like that has now, this unit has gone under contract, listed for $1,190,000 with parking on the market 20 days. Also downtown Jersey City, over in 187 Warren Street. This is Liberty Point, I believe the name of this building. And you have a unit 202, 2-bed, 2-bath with parking for 1 car, 1,194 square feet, listed for $1,175,000 on the market 21 days. This building was originally built by Metro Homes in the early 2000s, located right next to Essex Street. It's on the corner of Essex and Warren, with the light rail right next door. And it's not far from Exchange Place Path. And it's a 2-bed, 2-bath unit on the 2nd floor. This building, I believe they have virtual doorman. They have on-site fitness center as well as a courtyard in the building, common area courtyard. And this unit was obviously vacant. And in the Exchange Place Paul Took section, under contract now, list price $1,175,000. Also came with parking. Let's see here, moving a little further north, up in West New York, in the Port Imperial section. Here you have Grandview number 2, 20 Ave at Port Imperial, unit 329, 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,386 square feet, 42 days in the market. This was listed for $875,000. Also came with parking for 1 car. So this is in the Port Imperial section. This building was developed by K. Avnanian around 2006. You can see here, it's on the courtyard of the building. The building does have a pool. This is all common area space here. The gym, the fitness center, the residence lounge is right on the courtyard level. It is a concierge building, 24-hour concierge, and they do have on-site parking. And this building is not far from the the ferry to New York. The shuttle to the ferry actually passes through the complex. You could also, it's less than a 5-minute walk to the ferry terminal from this location. Also, the light rails nearby. In the Port Imperial section, you have, it's a self-contained community. You have Acme supermarkets, Starbucks, restaurants, shopping. So you don't need a car if you want to go to do shopping. You're also not far from River Road. The complex is right off of River Road. The bus to New York is also right there on outside the community on River Road. So easy access to New York from here. And this is under contract, listed for $875,000. A couple of units had sold in Hoboken, 1425 Hudson Street, unit 6D. List price was $925,000. It sold for $900,000. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 847 square feet. On the market for 12 days. So before, when I was discussing 1400 Hudson Street, which is the building right here across the through the windows, 1425 Hudson is the newest building in this neighborhood. It was developed by Toll Brothers around 2018, 2019. It's about 100 units, 24/7 concierge building. They have a fitness center as well as a common area rooftop with a small little plunge pool. And here you have a western facing 1-bedroom under contract, that is sold for $900,000 at 1425 Hudson in Hoboken. Here across the street from this building as well, you have 1500 Hudson Street, unit 6V. This is Hudson T. I just discussed this earlier with the 2-bedroom with the direct view. Here you have a 2-bed, 2-bath with a partial view, 1320 square feet. List price was $1,299,900. Sold for $1.3 million. So essentially asking. Cash purchase, 8 days on the market. So this unit had a partial view. It looked through the courtyard of the building north towards Weehawken. It looks like the kitchen was updated at some point, as well as the flooring. And you can see here's Weehawken Cove up here towards the Whole Foods, and you can see a little inlet of water here. So it did have a partial water view. And that has sold at the Hudson T building for $1,300,000. In downtown Jersey City at Gulls Cove, don't have interior photos of this. This is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 903 square foot unit, 1302, 201 Marin Boulevard. List price $775,000. It sold for $775,000. 25 days on the market. Also came with parking for 1 car. And this is Gulls Cove, 201 Marin Boulevard, built in 2 different phases. You have phase 1 here, which is the larger structure, built around 2004 to 2006. And then just to the west of it, you can't quite see it with the trees here. This is phase 2, which is about 100 units. It is connected to phase 1. It's also where most of the amenities are located in the building. In the main building, you have the fitness center and the common area courtyard. Concierge services both sides of the community of the building. And it also has parking. So here you have a large 1-bedroom in phase 1, 1302, selling for $775,000 at Gulls Cove. Just west of Gulls Cove, you have Liberty Harbor, which was it's a multi-use development. You have rentals there. You have commercial as well as condos. And here it's where the beer garden is located. 10 Regent Street, which is the Sutton building. Unit 710 listed for $585,000 and it's sold for $585,000. 1-bed, 1-bath, 690 square feet on the market for 16 days. So this is located in the Sutton building, which is the main condo building. There are some smaller condo buildings scattered throughout the Liberty Harbor complex, but this is the main one. Concierge building, has a small pool, fitness center, residence lounge. It's where all the amenities are located for the condo owners. You also have access to the pool, which I think you can rent on a seasonal basis in one of the rental buildings, which is in the community. And this was built around 2005, 2006. Parking is available to rent in the community only. There's indoor and outdoor options available, but nobody owns parking. There's no deeded parking to your units here. So that 1-bedroom sold for $585,000. Here's another 1-bedroom, Grove Point. This is located like basically on top of the Grove Street PATH station, 102 Christopher Columbus, unit 1003. List price was $700,000. It sold for $700,000. An agent on my team actually sold this property, represented the buyer. This is 750 square feet on the market, 31 days. So similar to Liberty Harbor, parking here is also rented on a monthly basis. And this is located right by Grove Street PATH, where Newark Ave meets the Grove Street PATH area. Newark Ave butts right into it. So very conveniently located to the path, to shopping. And this is a south-facing one-bedroom. Building has a concierge. They have an outdoor pool, fitness center, residence lounge, game room area. And that has sold for $700,000 at Grove Point. And finally, up in West New York, 9 on the Hudson, 9 Ave in Port Imperial, unit 321, 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,140 square feet. List price was $979. It sold for $960,000, 82 days on the market. So this was developed by K. Hovnanian around 2018. It's a large building. Basically, it's a courtyard-shaped building. So you have 2 towers. You have a south tower and north tower with a courtyard in the middle. The pool is in the middle as well. A high level of amenities. You have a 24/7 concierge, duplex level of gym, as well as residence lounge, common area rooftop as well with barbecues. So it's a very amenity-driven building, steel and concrete construction. And again, not far from the light rail, not far from the ferry to New York. And it looks like this is a south-facing unit. So this faces the rental building next door. So it doesn't really have a New York City view. Has a terrace, and that's sold for $960,000. Linked down below on YouTube, you'll find the weekly market snapshot update as far as available properties for sale, the inventory levels, absorption rates, the pace at which each market is selling, how many months of supply we have. I've discussed this previously. When you're at fewer than 6 months of supply, moving towards 0 months, you're moving into a stronger seller's market. When you're moving north of 6 months of supply, further away, you're moving into a buyer's market. So most of the areas here, supply is rather low in a seller market territory. Downtown Jersey City, you have the year-to-date sold inventory. So how many homes have sold year-to-date in the various markets that I'm covering? You can check that out. That's linked down below. News articles. I saw this on Tap Into Jersey City that they have broken ground over at Cole Street, 290 Coles. This is in the Soho West development, south of Hoboken West. I think that's what they're calling it. This is where the David Bowie big mural is on the one building. This is a vacant lot that's right next to the David Bowie building. Right here, if I'm zooming in here, this is downtown Jersey City in Hoboken. Here's the David Bowie building, I call it. And then you have this big vacant lot, which is they just broke ground on, which I believe is going to be rental tower, 670 rental homes. So another big, large rental development coming into the area. Right now, this entire development here, these are all rental properties. So they've been building over the last 10 years, all rentals in this area, and there are more to come. You have a vacant lot here that hasn't been developed yet, another one over here, here. So you have a lot of future development lots to come in this area. But when I find out about condominiums, I'll be happy to report back on new developments. I'll link this article down below so you can check it out. These videos come out every Monday. If you have any questions about the Hudson County real estate market, you can reach out to me anytime at walter@livingonthehudson.com or 347-448-3766. All of the condo buildings I discussed will be linked down below from my website, Living on the Hudson, as well as the snapshot of the market and the articles. Feel free to comment, like, or subscribe down below. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.